cannot come in. I think the current team in the Ministry of Health, they have really done a lot. You know, Duale is a politician. The PS was also a labor unionist. So an activist fighting for doctors. I think their energy combined has really made the ministry now to be at peace, help people. But we need to revive our Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, so that our clothes come from our industries here. And then it will provide employment to people, farmers, those who will be working in the industry. I think it will be very good appointment of the SHA directors per county. It was not reflecting the face of this country. And for that matter, they need to relook.
So thank you guys. This is Wabs again. And always, as I promise you, I deliver the best and I always source for the best intellectual substance, intellectual persons who are able to give their best analysis and the best analysis on matters and issues. Today, I have National President Bunge la Mwananchi at JIVANJEE, Mr. HAGAI. HAGAI, welcome.
Thank you, Webs, for your ever warm invitation.
Absolutely. We are really, really grateful to have you over here again.
Pleasure.
Yes. I just want us to move directly into the matters that are really, really affecting our countries. And the issue of the Somalis and the vetting at the border. What do you make of that? Do you think that very soon we might lose our country?
Well, by and large, I think Kenyans from the northern district frontier have faced are part and parcel of Kenyan population who have been marginalized because of coming at the border. Not only the Somalis, but also it has affected people from Busia, people from Migori. There are people who are 80 years and above, who up to date, they don't have IDs, even in Samburu. Recently, you saw the immigration principal secretary saying that there are people who didn't receive ID during that time. Even when Kenya got independence, they were over 18 years. So I think when serving the people of Garissa, Mandera, and Wajir, we should not bring politics into it. And as much as I say that also, they must look, because there are people who come also from Somalia Republic, and they look more similar. So I think it is upon the security, the Kenya Defense Forces and the Kenya Police Service to work in collaboration and with our immigration officers to ensure that people from Somalia Republic do not get the national ID. And only people from these regions which are counted, and also Marsabit, Isiolo, are served. We also have some counties in Nyanza where people didn't have IDs. And for that matter, give credit where it is due. The government has tried to serve people from those regions, because you find that in successive regimes, they did want people from certain regions to have such cards, because this will affect the voting outcome. For that matter, I think that issue shouldn't be politicized, but rather our security apparatus, just as I have said, must work hand in hand to ensure that only locals at the border are served.
There are some rumors that are going around that probably the executive on the other side are trying to smuggle voters from these regions. What do you make of that, and what kind of level of risk in terms of national security?
Well, Webs, national security is a matter of importance, and it should not be played with. And for that matter, just as I had said before, that we need to enhance the giving of the ID so that we don't give foreigners. Recently, it was not only petrifying, but other problem, because I saw that foreigners easily get passport a country. You know, corruption has really affected. So this matter, it needs a kind of a holistic approach, so that we look. And from now, I think the Director of Criminal Investigation and also the National Intelligence Service, working close with all the Kenya Defense Forces, the National Police Service, they must come hand in hand to ensure that foreigners are not served. Because if that is done, we lose our sovereignty. And you know our sovereignty, people fought for us to get the independence which we are enjoying. And therefore, we also have some alienable rights which should not be jeopardized by serving people from neighboring countries, because it will not be horrifying. It will be very horrifying to the founders of Kenya's independence. So it is upon the government using apparatus like the National Intelligence Service, the Director of Criminal Investigation, the Kenya Police Service, the Kenya Defense Forces who protect our border from Al-Shabaab, to work hand in hand to ensure that people do not come from neighboring countries to take our precious document which indicate our nationality. And corruption is playing a very pivotal role in this matter, because those who are employed, they want other ways of sorting their bills. And this is not good for our country.
Yes. Yeah. Now, as we're looking at this, as we look at our brothers Somalis, whom are part now of the tribe in our country, those are part of our community here in Kenya. We look at Somalis and the way their culture is, they multiply so quick. One household will be having like 10 to 15 members. Do you think with that they might at some point have a number that can be able to put in a president?
My brother Webs.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to issue of recreation, I think it is a personal choice based on your income. Based on your income. Yeah, when you can take care of 15 children, why should you need yourself?
Yes.
So it is upon it is God. You know, even out to Nini. So it is upon us. Let's not look at that. So long as they are Kenyan, they are Kenyans by birth. We should serve them. When it comes to issue of presidency or issue of electing a leader, we'll elect a leader who can serve Kenyans. So let's not put. It is their decision to recreate. Recreate. So unless maybe through the National Assembly, we say that now, like the Chinese I had doing it, that you should not give birth to. So maybe it is through the National Assembly and become a law. However, if you do that, you will be a penalty. So I think maybe, but when it comes to issue of recreation, I think that is a personal choice based on your income.
Yes.
I think we should not bring politics into that.
Yes.
Yeah, we should not bring, because even as I speaking here when I was born in the early 90s. I even never knew I'm in existence. You know, I came to realize I'm in existence when I started differentiating the bad and the good thing. Later, at the age of 7, 8 there, that is when you start differentiating. I need to put now a shirt and but before we were just being put to one shirt, the old shirt of your father. Yeah. So I think when it comes to, oversized. So when it comes to issue of recreation, I think it's a personal choice, family choice, based on our constitution, the right to life, which we enjoy. And again, we should not subject them, because in the Bill of Rights, Chapter 4 of our 2010 promulgated Constitution, each and everyone has a right to life. Each and every fair trial. We have right to order of habeas corpus. We have also freedom and right to not to be slaved, or rather servitude. These are rights which are not limited in the court of justice. So I think we should not infringe them. If they decide to give birth, and you know, they are also hardworking people in doing business. They are very good entrepreneurs. So I think
some benefit to us.
they are good entrepreneurs, and they work together. You know, some communities here cannot work together. People are so selfish.
Yeah,
so
they cannot support one of their own.
Yeah, one of their own. It's very, I've seen that the western part of this country, people are self-centered.
Yes.
And this has really affected progressive development in that area. And you know, that area still has a lot of things to be exploited economically. And I'm very happy with His Excellency the President by taking the SGR there. So you see, it is upon the people to work together. The Somalis are working together, they're entrepreneurs. And this make them take care of their family well. They even employ some of our people. And therefore, our country's GDP, gross domestic product also, is in the positive trajectory. They contribute, they pay taxes. So it is upon communities to start learning, working together, loving one another. When the child of your neighbor has no school fees and you have, you help. That is the only way that we will help this society. When there's job opportunity somewhere and someone is needing, you help, so that we grow together. But unfortunately, when you go to a village whereby you are the only rich person, all these people will beg from you, and even your richness will vanish immediately.
The majority of the Luos and the Luyas like it that way.
That is the problem we are facing.
The moment you're coming back home, everybody else is wash plate.
Yeah, and you need food on top of the table. So this thing is affecting even our leaders. They don't serve. You had the president went there and told them, "Why are you not serving your people? And yet I gave you these positions to serve Kenyans, and your people also need such services." It was so sad. It was so sad. You know, self-centeredness. And Raila's name will still be called. He used to help people. Truth be told. He used to help people without camera. Yeah, even we are the last. Of this one. We are the last people Raila help. I'm the last person. He financed my campaign. He financed my campaign. And he gave me a substantial amount of money. And when Raila died, I felt very bad. I said the other time, and those, you know, when you now start going to a very good political school, where we were now to be groomed, taken to different rallies, you see, it focused on empowering the young generation, because there's no one who is in the political space who has not been empowered. Whether you are a Raila phobia or Raila mania, you will grow. If you are a Raila phobia, you insult him. People with
you are a mania, you come.
You support him. You still with him. So that is that. The current type of leaders we have in Western Kenya region. That is Western and Nyanza, the Kavirondo hemisphere. They are self-centered. That's what I can say. Getting someone who can empower you and nurture you to the space is not easy. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
I've ever tried to imagine how a Somali presidency will look like, and maybe a post-Somali presidency.
The Somali community.
Yes. Let's say one day now we have somebody in the State House who is a Somali.
They are Kenyans, but you know, in Kenya, you can't
be discriminating against them. They are Kenyans like we are, and possibly they can also ascend to power. One thing we imagine how their presidents will look like.
Entrepreneurship, I think, will be on exponential level, and they believe in even in every town. You go to Western, and I've traversed many places, nearly all the counties in Western Kenya. That is Western, the former Western province and the Nyanza province. They are in each and every town, and they are doing well when it comes to business, and they employ the locals there. So that is the economy we need. So our people must also find something that can spearhead the economic agenda. Like currently, the leaders from Nyanza, I think they need to focus on ensuring that we revive the Kikomi, the Kisumu cotton millers, the river Tex. Its standard must also be increased. That is the Rift Valley textile industry. Because cotton used to pay school fees. My late father told me that cotton used to educate his children there, and they never lacked school fees. Bursary was not there by that time, but you find that their children were in school on time, because they per kg, maybe it's 15 shillings, and you get 3,000 kg, and by that time 45,000 was quite a lot of money. Like now, maybe 450,000. That was a lot of money. And you know, cotton, the production of cotton used to take. But I don't know what happened. Siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya.
Yes.
And it just went down like that. So those are the things they need to tell His Excellency the President, to revive the cotton, the Kikomi, so that Kikomi can be operationalized. We had ginnery. in each and every small center there, and the economy was doing well.
Yes.
The economy was doing well, pyrethrum. Those are some of the cash crops which can do well in that area. The sugar, I'm very happy, like currently the sugar farmers can get their remuneration on time. So we also wanted them to extend it to cotton, because we have some regions where cotton, where sugarcane is not doing well in large scale or that of commercial. So those are the things we need. Once you revive cotton, the ginaries, the kikomi, I think that will provide employment for good section, because buy Kenya, build Kenya. And just to add, I'm very happy with the of Nairobi River. You see, I think Mitumba thing should be a thing of the past. Even though it has helped people, but we need to revive our buy Kenya, build Kenya, so that our clothes come from our industries here. And then it will provide employment to people, farmers, those who will be working in the industry. I think it will be very good, so that Kenya did not become an importer dump site. And by doing that, we shall increase our tax collection, because people will be employed, tax base we shall have expanded. So I would urge the government to focus on such things. Let's not speak big English. Just go down there and ensure that our farms are busy. There's no idle land in Western Kenya. We have very fertile land there, because there people don't use fertilizers. So make use of those things. We have tomatoes. We can harness it and put it into a finished product. The assembly, the vehicle assembly. That can also be, you tell these people, we are not going to import your nini. Build your branches in Kenya. Buy Kenya, build Kenya. Kenya is a corridor in the northern nini.
So instead of assembling the vehicles, we are not going to do that. If you want us, come and build it.
Come and build it here. Yes. So that there was one which was opened by Uhuru. I don't know if it is operational.
The Mobius.
Yeah. So
I think I saw a vehicle.
I haven't followed it. I'm sorry for that. I haven't done research on that, but I think a lot need to be done in that area. That is where the minister, the cabinet secretary for national treasury, should work on ensuring that this thing of debt. Like currently, I read in the morning that we have 924.5 billion deficit that they will do at the domestic borrowing. This will affect private sector, because the commercial banks will focus on giving loans to the government rather than business people. And this will affect the operation of some business. So let us start with simple things. But these simple things, that is how China came to be an economic giant globally. Just start with small things, but in a good way, in a more humble way. Then they will produce things. Don't tax our young generation who are using online to earn. Don't overtax them. Lower the tax so that we increase the tax base. That is the direction that we need.
Yeah. So as much as our country maybe gets to focus and try to put all these things together, what do you think that maybe should be done in order to facilitate that, so that the government is able to reduce the taxes? What is it that we're able to do? As maybe what is that we propose for the government to do that, so that taxes can come down?
Can go down. Let's focus first on agriculture to ensure that we are a food secure country. Whatever is consumed in Kenya is produced in Kenya, and by ensuring that we have surplus, we will be able to export. By exporting to strategic international markets, people will see this product is from Kenya. And that will ensure that our shillings against the dollar will come down.
So they ban also sale of raw materials, like, let's example, if it is tea, the value addition, they ensure that it is totally done locally.
Done locally, so that it is exported. And that is what Magufuli did when he took power in Tanzania in 2015, the mining. I think if we harness even this thing of mining, such that the people who are living around these mineral sites, their livelihood can be improved, can be improved, So that is the only way. Simple things in simple ways, but the result, the impact will be huge. Like you map these regions and ensure that we also do mining we digitize mining. Mining can bring a lot in Kenya. You heard about the oil in Turkana. I don't know where it ended. I don't know. There was a case taken to ICC. So those are the things when the president goes to the international community, he should lobby to ensure that that oil can be mined there, the processing can be done there, so that Kenya we also become a part and parcel. You know, the OPEC countries do not want anything coming from Africa. So I think that should be, I think, Frank, there's a company, I'll lean on that. There's a company which took Kenya to ICC, and some fines there. So there's a lot of things. That is why
that's over the same oil.
Yeah, in Turkana. Okay. And you know, we also have water in Turkana which can do irrigation in the entire country. So these are the things which the government should focus on. In the northern eastern, we can do farming, ensuring that we put also some industries of this livestock.
But what happens
so that when we export meat, when we export meat to the Asia, the tigers, we don't take meat, the raw meat there. A processed meat.
Yes, a processed.
Yeah, because those are the industries will employ people. So by focusing on those things, we shall have reduced the unemployment rate, and also the livelihood of people shall have increased. They will be having more tax base, so people will pay tax, and you will find that we reduce this issue of borrowing. I had my speaker who was here before I came was talking about. So those are the areas which, if we exhaust, we can reduce this issue of debt and pay taxes. Once we export much to the international market, our shillings against the dollar will be very strong, and this will reduce our
yes. Now that's reduces the burden locally.
Yeah.
But do you think that that actually works in the best interest of the globalists? Now, the international community and the owners of the same dollar that we are trying to weaken, because by strengthening our own local currency, we weaken the dollar, right?
Should we live to please them? Yet we are suffering.
But
economically suffering. should
when they retaliate, what happens?
My brother Webs. Retaliation, not formal, we are developing our economy. In a small way, we ensure that we have food surplus in our country. We ensure that the clothes which we wear, the Nigerians, you see how they dress? Those are clothes which are being manufactured there. So we come with a Kenyan dress, a Kenyan jacket, a Kenyan shoes. We have livestock here in our country which are being slaughtered. We ensure that shoes are locally. Yes, we allow that, but once Kenyans see buy Kenya, build Kenya, people will turn and and we build our country. The Americans build their country.
They built
and that is why they fought for independence from the Britain in the early 16th century. In the 1776, they got independence. The 13 countries accepted first. Those some never but they came and formed the United States of America. So it is a struggle. Nothing comes easy. Our country can only be built for our people. We have best brains here. Yes, but we export them to other countries. Why can't we provide a stable environment? Let us build our country before accepting other people to infiltrate our economy.
Yeah. So I would now want to get into the kind of narratives that are going around and the current trend. Not the current trend, but whatever is trending at the moment, which is the wrangles between Rigathi Gachagua and Edwin Duale, where there is one saying this about the CR12, such narrative. What do you make of that when our leaders behave like
that? Someone of caliber of Gachagua, when he was in this government as deputy president, he used not to talk much. So I don't know if it is a matter of table manners. History of health, we have had many rivalry, cartels, and once they have really frustrated the cabinet secretaries in that ministry. You remember Susan Nakumicha? Through demonstration, the finance people who are not even me. You remember Dr. Deborah? These ladies had got a good reform agenda. When Duale came, Duale did exactly what is it, and they stamped authority. So you know, corruption is fighting back.
Okay.
These tenders were being won by people from another, a certain area, and now they cannot get those tenders. But once they are linking Aden Duale to the person who won, because they come from different community, they come from same community, same religion. So this is why they are linking Duale. But in all sense,
that's not a proxy. It's not still Duale actually is having that person as a proxy.
Not really. It's not Duale. Those tenders were given to someone who can service the project. So I think let us not politicize the health sector, but the Auditor General and the NIS, the DCI must come and look if that tender was won fairly. But it should not be politicized just because it's a Somali and Duale is also a Somali. That will be very bad when we criticize, when we politicize our health sector. And so to say, the current leadership in the Ministry of Health, they have done a lot. They have done a lot in stamping authority. This is a ministry which was really being overwhelmed by cartels through sabotaging strikes of our medical officers and also medical cadres, different cadres. So the current leadership, the Department of Medical Services through the wise leadership of Dr. Frederick Umoluga, he has done a lot in digitizing health, in ensuring that the health workers' mental care is looked at, in ensuring that resource mobilization to ensure that the national hospitals are well established. We don't have bed incapacity. And so these are some of the reforms which he has done in the medical the medical services state department. So you see, they don't have something to hang on, and the tenders are won. One thing I want to say again, the appointment of the SHA, a county director, I think that didn't reflect the face of our country.
Yes.
How does it look like? Because when we look at it, there are very many people from one region. So I think that I humbly request the entire leadership of Ministry of Health to look at it again and ensure that the 47 counties.
Do you think that's coincidental or it was by design?
No. I can't say, but you know, they go through vigorous. I think it is by designation. So I think they need to look at it so that they appoint Kenyans from different communities so that we can feel represented. Because the appointment is not fair. That is the only thing which wasn't done well. But again, on this issue of SHA, again, I would request them also to ensure that it caters for children. I said before, and I still repeat, children who are born after 5 years, so that mortality rate is capped. So that is the only thing they can do. There are some mistakes they have done, especially on issue of appointing the SHA directors per county. I looked at that list and it's not only horrifying, but under disrespect to our inclusivity, the spirit of inclusivity, because a certain regions get more. So that I humbly request Duale and the entire leadership to come and look at it so that it should reflect the face of our country. SHA is a very good thing, and it should not be politicized. But some reforms are needed there, especially on the outpatient. They need to cater for the children who are born up to 5 years. And again, inpatient is not bad. The Kenyans should subscribe to it. And again, it should ensure that the infrastructure in our health sector, both national and county. And I'm very happy with Dr. Omoluga. He has pushed for 200 the infrastructure in our county hospitals, which is a plus. Again, the issue of employing 7,400 community health workers, that is a milestone. And today they are on permanent and pensionable So these are some of the reforms. It's an indicator that an activist can also be a doer.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, he used to fight for the doctors. And currently, he has really demonstrated well. If you go to any region, if you go to interior parts, you'll find community health workers, and they're very happy, employed permanent on PNP, permanent and pensionable, which is very good in bringing reforms. One thing they need to look at is the appointment of the SHA directors per county. It was not reflecting the face of this country. And for that matter, they need to relook again on that list. That is the only way I differ with them. But on the health reforms, I've traversed health institutions, both national and county. I think they're trying to bring reforms. In terms of infrastructure, and also ensuring that the health workers are in good condition, payment of their salary, mental health, and things like that.
So, let's say, for example, if today M-Pesa system was dismantled and made again, from an economist point of view, how much do you think it will spend for M-Pesa system to be redone?
To be redone?
Yes.
I think the management of SAFCOM cannot allow that because
M-Pesa... I'm just trying to speculate that how much do you think will it cost for us to have maybe a new M-Pesa system?
A new M-Pesa system? A lot. But why should it be tampered with?
I'm trying to build up on this, that how efficient we can see M-Pesa system is.
Yes.
I make a payment and the system is working. And probably, if at all you could have mentioned a figure, I could not have thought that maybe it could have got to 104 billion.
Well, I understand. Okay, on the procurement thing.
To procure a new
That is why we have a problem on appointment and the procurement area. That need to be looked at. That is why I said they need to come out and look at the cost which it was procured at, the 104 billion. But having said that, it is also a system which currently has really helped majority in ensuring that the health coverage, the financial health, is being catered for. You find that it caters for many bills of inpatient. But one thing I want to ask that they need to come and explain if it really worth the billions which we were told. The appointment, the SHA
and also whether it's only the software or also inclusive of the hardware and the servers.
So there needs a lot of explanations so that Kenyans can be convinced. But generally, the reforms which they have done a lot. Sincerely speaking, they have done a lot.
We give credit.
Credit where it is due. But on the issue of the procurement, I think the PS need to go down and come and explain to it. As an accounting officer of the ministry, together with the policy makers, the cabinet secretary, they need to come out and look at it.
Now, when it comes to the issues of deductions from because I think a majority of people who are paying for this are employed. People actually were employed. How justifiable are those deductions vis-a-vis the services that are rendered?
Well, by and large, when they pay, there's certain hospitals which they normally the services are catered for. When you pay maybe the salary, you are cut. But currently, the SHA generally,
is it commensurate?
It is a bit fair, unlike the NHIF, whereby people used to pay 500, another person pay 1,500, but you find the person paying less cannot access certain facilities. But today, SHA, you can access those prestigious health facility. So in terms of fairness and in terms of inclusivity and equity, I think SHA has really improved on that.
So you, from your point of view, you experience SHA and you feel like you are so satisfied with the way it delivers.
Yeah, it has catered for many bills in certain prestigious health institutions.
That you are aware of.
Kenyatta Hospital, the Kenyatta University Hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, it catered for a huge amount, but you also have to top up.
So these people who are criticizing SHA, what do you think is the underlying motive?
We had a lot of businesses which used to happen with NHIF, and the cartels are fighting back because they cannot come in. I think the current team in the Ministry of Health, they have really done a lot. Duale is a politician. The PS was also a labor unionist. So an activist fighting for doctors. I think their energy combined has really made the ministry now to be at peace in service delivery of our country. Health plays a very pivotal role. But one thing I want to say, don't think the National Hospital is the defunct, or rather the former insurance cartels will be happy. They will be fighting back through defamation and things like that. So we have to protect the health sector. We have to protect health sector. But where there are queries to be asked, for instance, the procurement process, which consumed over 100 billion, they need to come out and explain to us. The appointment of the SHA CEOs per county, it is not reflecting the face of the country. That they need to come and also explain what meritocracy. Was it on meritocracy or on who knows who? So those are the areas, the contentious issues, which areas they need to focus on. But generally, the reforms which have happened, I think is a plus.
There is, as we wind up, there is just one more thing still on regarding Shago. I just wanted us to look at that wheel that is creating a lot of conversation from left, right, center, and whether maybe it is in good taste for the executive or the head of the executive to come in and also weigh in and give his remarks on the same. At what point is a politician, at what point is a statesman, etc.
Well, we have a republic, and a republic is headed by head of state, and a republic caters for public interest. The late Nderitu Gachagua was a leader, governor of Nyeri, and the will I had, the brother went abroad and found the brother and changed the will, things like that. Which man on earth can fail to discredit or rather not live what he has worked? We work to ensure that our children and our nuclear family are living a comfortable life. So no man can work his entire life and ensure that the person, the next of kin is the brother. The brother also has a family. So I think the matter should be approached holistically, whereby when you read the Bill of Rights, Chapter 4 of our 2010 promulgated Constitution, there has to be fair hearing. When you read the Article 25, rights to fair trial, I think all of them should be given a fair trial. The nuclear family of the late Nderitu must also be given justice. So it should be followed.
But none of them seems to have come out in family court and maybe filed a petition contesting maybe if I thought there was a foul play or something.
No. Those are the bloggers, because they were to go to State House. They were to be taken by Madera MP. You know this in digital era, many things have come out. We can talk like this and somebody changes our language. AI, say something which we were not even.
You see somebody looking like you saying things you never said.
So one thing which happens, I don't think the family can come out to defend someone whom they think had taken on the wealth of their father. And he was also a powerful man in the country, number two. So maybe when now the president comes to serve this public interest, because many families are going through horrific experience, especially in the western regions, whereby widows and the orphans, sometimes their lands are being taken. Many cases are in court, some have surrendered. And these are the things as a leader of this social movement we are fighting for, to ensure that justice is served for even those who are at the grassroots level. So I think based on Chapter 4 of our 2010 promulgated Constitution, under Article 25, they will all be subjected to fair trial and being given freedom and rights to air their views. If it was genuine, I think the rights should be served to the nuclear family. If Gachagua and work fairly, it should also be given a fair hearing. One thing just we need is justice for
all of them.
For all of us, as enshrined in our Constitution. And the court also has powers to come in and ensure that it is followed. Also the executive through the public interest.
Okay, so thank you so much, HAGAI, for making time today.
I'm very much pleased.
You know that we have a lot that we could have spoken about, and we will continue to just invite you so that we can have these conversations from time to time.
Pleasure.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this is another moment again whereby I've been able to have a conversation with the national leader and president of Bunge la Mwananchi at JIVANJEE. We've been able to have conversations about a lot of things, and as usual, he always gives the best analysis that you can always find. I'll always be giving you more and more content like this. Allow me to see you on the next one.